giving me the side eye. Better leave her alone.
I don't think you got no gas in it. Did it even stick?
Broke it right off. Dang it!
Well, if I'm gonna get it hitting you in the face, I might as well get the full effect.
So I hate playing with these no more. Oh, never mind. Hey everybody, welcome back to Hustle House. Skip the hustle, it's just a house. We ain't getting nothing done around here. Hey, we're back on the 51 Henry J project.
No.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. A lot of you guys been following along. If you ain't, you probably need to. Took a 51 Henry J and we put it on an S10, tubbed out Pro Street frame and put a big Hemi in it, and this is where we're at. Last week, before we tapped out, we finished up the driver controls on this thing. Push button transmission, emergency brake, the brakes, the steering, all that stuff. At least we thought, come in today and struggle bus just run me right over right in the parking lot. By golly, hit me right square in the teeth. Now I know there might have been a little bit of, close call interference here with the steering, but by golly, she's laying plumb on that A-frame right there. So pretty sure I hit one of these Fayette County potholes that's going to twig that baby right in half. So we're going to have to take care of that. We're going to do boring stuff this week, okay? We're going to take the body off the frame. We have to go over all the welds and tacks we did and finalize everything and put it all back together. And after that, guys, it won't be long before she's turnkey rocking and rolling.
Was that being generous, in case you want to go ahead and skip this one? Is that what you're doing?
You skipped most of them. Anyway, enough jaw jack. I'm going to get this thing over there on the lift, get the frame out from under it, and I'm going to start welding.
I don't think you got no gas in it. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, run the dog over.
Look at that steering working like a dream, would ya?
You go too fast, you're not gonna be able to get it, are you?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a 3-point turn, Might want to try my suspension.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear what that noise was back there. I don't know what that is.
You are! You're going to run something over.
Uh-huh.
That sounds awful.
Sounds like Taco Tuesday night, doesn't it?
Straighten her out.
Where the noise is, it sounds like the exhaust, ain't it?
Yeah. Sounds like all our exhaust around here.
Alrighty.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, well the jig is up, the noose is out. She's already pulsed up the steering.
Ah.
Oh, did we get her enough, did we? Sweet mama.
We can go all the way to
Now you know if I wanted that off there, it'd fall off, right? Looky, looky. Ooh, ooh.
noises are.
Oh! Down a little bit.
Back off.
What did I forget? Back bumper, maybe? I think I gotta take the back bumper off.
What?
Oopsie! Sweet mama's gonna knock my teeth out.
You're enjoying that creeper, aren't you?
Oh, I am. My back hurts so bad, and this creeper makes it feel so much worse.
Well, if I'm gonna get it hitting you in the face, I might as well get the full effect.
I got it. I got it. All right. Ooh, ooh.
Now what'd you do?
I think the pedal's gonna get stuck. Ooh, pedal's stuck.
Jeez.
Okay, sweet mama, might have to two-time this one here. Might have to go up on it while I'm pulling down on this piece. Easy. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
You broke it off.
I broke her plumb off. Broke it right in half. There's some good welds now. All right, come on up.
Am I gonna ride in that thing?
Oh, about jumped out of my skin. A little gas pedal, that wouldn't have been good. Ripped the carburetor plumb off of it. Look at all the work we got to do. This sweet little girl, you just wiped the nose right on the leg. Little girlie, what's the thing here? Go, let's go. Oh, there's some things. All right, well, this is what we got when we scun her back and seen what we got. We need to do some welding here. Like this front cross member is just tacked in. Emergency brake cable things just tacked in. These need moved around the bend here, both in the front. We still have some finalization to do on the brake pedal situation. Master cylinder mount, yada, yada, yada. Where we split the frame in half and moved it, we gotta weld all that up. We need to reinforce this monkey here somehow. I'm thinking maybe another piece of tubing here, and then maybe build some supports forward into that to keep the flex out of it. The fuel cell's gonna sit back here, so we're probably gonna have to whack these out so we can recess this down in there behind the shackles. If you notice, there's no cross members in this back half of the frame, so we'll have to build a cross member or two back in here, keeping in mind the dry shaft travel and whatnot. I'd like to put a dry shaft tube in. I'd like to set the world on fire.
Making some stuff happening.
Yeah, problem is, we're already a week behind on the video and we're just now starting to film. We got to be in a hurry, but we got to do it right too. So I wanted to try to make some exhaust for it this week. I don't know. We got
You're really getting off
long
the
road to
plate.
hoe. But hey, listen, this is the meat and taters of the whole build. Once this is all finalized, we drop the body on it. All we got to do is wire and fire it. So
That's what he tells me, guys.
yep. Heavy metal, little 110 buzz box. We're going to do our best to weld with it as much as we can because, well, anybody can weld with one lemon, except me. But I weld better with that than I do with that.
That Lincoln welder's awesome.
Yeah, so is that one, but I'm not real good at, I can't, but I try.
You can edit that out, baby.
Yeah, we need to go out to the Henry J frame. We need to get some metal, because I think with this being the bumper mount, she's going to be a little flexy woozy. So I think I might do a little bit of this with this kind of metal. Just bring it in there, a little bit of bumper support. I don't know. We ain't got no back shocks, ain't got no place to mount them. So
And I'm surprised you just don't want to take the helmet off the daggone body and just use it. Take
Yeah.
that frame.
yeah, we got to build shock mounts. We ain't got no shocks.
Yeah.
Probably find them in the burn pile. We got to plumb brakes. We got a lot of work to do. Dry shaft needs cut. Everything. Passing gear, we're going to have to tie it back somehow. And like I said before, our steering is into our suspension. We've got to do that. So we got a long road to hoe, so enough yakking. Let's get after it.
Oh, now you got some action. Well, looks like you've been working all day.
1951 my butt. He's coming right apart. Got sweet mama. Figure what we'll do all the easy welding's up front, so we'll start there and work our way back. Hard back here. So that's where I'm headed. Well, if you're a welder or not, you can weld a lot, you know, and that's what we did. It doesn't look pretty, but I don't think it'll break. But if it does, I can say Hemi power, you know, if it breaks mounts off. I was going to do something nice with them mounts, but guys, we're up against her tight. We're way behind on this YouTube video and thing, and it's just going to have to get what she gets for now, you know. Maybe the next guy can make some fancy motor mounts if that's what tickles his fancy. We got some ram board here. I'm just going to box these in the front to make it look like we care, because I'm not going to do it in the back. So we're just going to box that in and try to cover up some of the ugly.
That's a whole lot of ugly, honey.
Thank you, sweet mama.
That's what was the motor when I said it.
Ram board make you a hero now. I just like to take my greasy fingers and make a pattern out of it. Just cut her right away. I don't want to make a reference to like kindergartners or nothing, you know, but that's how I roll. Craft time!
Should I leave out the fact you just watched a YouTube video with a 5-year-old on it?
Did I just cut it wrong?
The 5-year-old didn't.
What did I do? Do-over. Try her again. Do her nice, because, well, just keep on doing her until we get her. That's why. That's why. Ain't so bad. Ain't so bad. Gotta compensate for that booger weld I got there. Little Johnny ain't got nothing on me when it comes to the arts and crafts. No, sir.
I think her name was Sarah, but okay.
Okay. Geometry. Trigonometry. Hey, best tool ever made for metalworking right there, Porta Band, made from Milwaukee. Speaking of good stuff, how about our members and our buddies? My buddy Wendell from up to church, look at the stuff he dropped off to us the other day. I mean, we got some brand new filters, some brand new sparking plugs, master cylinder, exhaust hangers. We could use exhaust hangers like every day. We're always out of exhaust hangers, and he gave us some really cool, like some chemicals and stuff. But look at the, like that's something you put on yourself and look at it, you know, because it's so cool and old school. Look at that, super cool old school stuff. Ain't that neat?
I'd keep that one just for the can.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And got us some paint supplies and some detailer and whatnot, and a pair of stainless mufflers. Daggone. Thanks, Wendell.
You're not used to a matching set, are you?
I know. Sorry, we missed you that day. We were out when Wendell was here. I've been bugging Wendell to come down and hang out with us, and like when he comes, we ain't here. Dang it. Sorry about that, buddy. Can't wait to see you. It's been a while. Yeah, one more. Sweet Mama's dad. Look what he gave us.
Your father-in-law.
Father-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, buddy, it's pretty neat. Thinking maybe, what do you think, Sweet Mama?
What's it say? Open when I feel like it.
Mm-hmm. My
so
tools,
well.
my rules.
I'm
Yes,
thinking
sir.
right there.
Thanks, Big John. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, not only that, our other buddy, Larry Garlitz, look what he did. He brought us down some mics. He heard we was having mic trouble. He brought us down some Garth Brooks styles. How's these work? Like this? It's kind of like this, I think.
Oh, that's how Hank did it.
Anyway, got the mics here, just like air traffic control down here in Dunbar, you know. But we'll have to check in, babies. I just don't know that that's going to fit on her phone. We'll have to figure this out. Maybe an adapter or something for that. But super duper thanks to Larry. We really appreciate you guys hooking us up, because, well, we just we don't buy ourselves nice stuff like you guys bring us. You know what I mean? Not that we could if we wanted to.
We get yard sales.
Yeah. I like when you guys just like, Sweet Mama's not around, you give it to me, and then I can give it to her. You know, and I'll be like, hey, Sweet Mama, look what I got you. You know, but it's okay either way. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Looky, sweet mama.
That's perfect, honey.
You proud of me?
Absolutely.
A little gap in there, but I can keep telling you about anything from broken heart to cracked bone, sweet mama. Yep, so, yep, that'll strengthen her up a little bit. Make it look like we care. We don't. Yep, get this bad boy off of here too. Little gap source there. I think we can fill that. A little crooked, that's okay. I do have to do a little bit of clearance grinding on the bottom, and I think I'm going to make a little strap maybe to come from here to the frame, make a little kick-a-doodle, because like if this thing would break off, down the road you go.
Flintstone in it, huh?
Yep. So we'll put a little extra goblet on there. So we will. Come on now. Yep. Hold on, Larry. Got a feeling that this here is going to be one of some troubles. I have to probably straighten this out a little bit so this ain't all kinked and twisted.
Well, I thought that was a pretty good idea.
Yeah, once we get her fine-tuned, just like Detroit, you know?
Oh, you're going to break it.
Come on now.
Ooh, I thought you were about to get the shaft.
That's tight.
I think that'll hold up the motor by itself, honey.
You think so?
I think so.
Hot dog. When the milestone falls and it's dragging the ground and we crane in the ditch, I can say I tried.
What are you doing, girlie? Huh? What's the matter? They letting fireworks off? Huh? Are they letting the fireworks off when you're scared? You can't hide underneath there. You can't hide underneath there, girlie. There you go. You better cherish it. You better cherish it. Ow! Jeez, you're supposed to be gentle. Healthiest chicken treat alive.
Girlie, can't you see I'm busy?
No, I'm never too busy for you.
You want to get down and get some minnows? Come on. I know you want something to eat, but we're going to try to deter your appetite a little bit. Come on. Let's go get some minnows. Look at that limp you got.
It's a waddle.
Look at you. You're all excited. Oh, you get to drink that green water. Wish I could just go swimming in the middle of working every day.
Isn't that right? So some of us got the life.
Go find them ticks. Drag a couple home.
5 minutes later.
Didn't even get in the water. I did get to pick up somebody else's garbage though, so that's awesome. Like doing that. So whoever you are, like throwing your spitters out, trying to get them in the creek, but get them all through my yard instead.
You're gonna get all kinds of stuff now.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Love you too. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Looky, looky. That's easy. Broke it right off. Dang it! Man, I'm gonna draw that thing out now.
Now what'd you do? Did you break them in? Oh, sure you don't want to go home now, love?
Dang it! Come on, baby!
At least you didn't have to draw it out, right?
That's exactly what I just did. I just drew it out. Girlie, you're like herpes or something. Leave me alone.
tell Daddy to clap. At least you
They're
can get
just
rid of me.
fireworks. You've heard them before. Relax. Relax. Om. 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 Om.
Look at you doing manual labor.
Hey, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. It's twice as much shame on you.
You just can't say our Milwaukee Impact's got, you know, some powerful strength.
But don't say no. You know, it's coming or it's going.
It's torquey. It's like the Buick.
All right, well, we got this brake mechanism here all welded up and whatnot. It's the part I'm most nervous about, naturally. Got our little ball swivel little thingy hickey here. We need to come up with a little collar, like a lock thing. I think I am going to spend the $2.37 for one off of Amazon, because we have to order some residual brake valves. What they are is like an like go back, like a check valve kind of thing. When your master cylinder is lower than your wheel cylinders or your calipers, keeps the fluid from draining back into the master cylinder, and then you have to pump more in there, so you need more pedal, and the pedal only moves this far now, so we can't afford to have it, you know.
I was gonna say we have enough trouble.
Yeah, so we got to order 2 of them. So when we're ordering them, I'm going to order this, is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to order that, and that'll be easy. I like to make stuff we can, but that thing's $2 and I don't want to make it. So with that being said, this bolt here I think is stripped, so if one bolt won't hold it, 2 never would have. All right, well, we cut this mount off of here. It was hanging out there in the middle of nowhere. We do have a mount hole here, but I want to run this baby out to get out towards the rocker a little further. Maybe plate the top of that, because we have a little bit of sag at our door jamb, and the door's just a little wonky. So this will get us out there by the rocker almost to put another mount here. That's what I'm after. That's what I'm doing. That's what I say. That's what I say.
Dang, you're on it today.
Check her out, sweet mama.
What? What am I looking at?
Try to catch her in her natural habitat. She's out there with her Royal King pig ear. It's like smoking a Pall Mall to some lady at the bingo, you know? She's out there. She takes a break from everything. She has to go outside and eat her pig ear.
So you're invading her space, like as if I was to try and knock on the door when you're going to the bathroom, huh?
Yep, that's her thing. That's her thing. You need your privacy, you know? You don't dare talk to her. No, ma'am. You know, you leave her alone. She's giving me the side eye. Better leave her alone.
She can hear you.
Well, here's the scenario. About 150 in the shade, 165 in the sun, and 100 in the garage. So we're keeping the garage doors closed to keep it like 30 degrees cooler. But you start grinding and cutting in there, man, it looks like Pittsburgh steel mill inside. You know, you can't see 5 foot in front of you. And well, my lungs is aching from breathing it. So we made up a makeshift thing here, sweet mama did, to preserve my vitals. Thank you, sweet mama.
You gotta keep you around longer.
Yep, so let me cut this little piece of metal here and poke my eye out with the saw. All right, that was a little patchy poo-poo for this thing. Had a big hole like that side. We need to use this to prop the door jamb up like I told you earlier. We pretty much got this side all done back to here. We're pretty much going to replicate that over there. And then we're going to get into the meat and taters of that back in there, the strengthening of the backside.
You always say meat and taters. I thought we were done with the meat and taters up here.
I ain't eating 3 days, sweet mama. I can't think of nothing but food. Anyhow, I'm not going to bore you with the rest of this. We're going to put this on, we're going to finish that side, and we'll pick you back up when we go to strengthen this tail end up.
Okay.
Many unbearable hours later.
All right, well, we got all that work done. Pretty much everything from here up is
Kosher.
okay.
Good.
The big problem with this whole thing, besides the lack of cross members in the back, is this looks rickety to me, you know? Seems like it's probably going to have the tendency to do some of that on this flat plate. You know what I mean?
Daggone, honey, you plan on gaining 300 pounds?
Yeah.
Putting 440 in it?
So what we done was we put this, we're going to put this, weld this in here, probably some braces to here, okay? This sits flat on the floor. We can't do much of anything beyond that. Dry shaft comes through here. I wanted to put something in here, but I can't do anything with it on the counter, okay? On the counter, the floor's right there, and the dry shaft's right here.
I was about to say, to go clear that dry shaft, that looks like it's pretty right there.
Yeah. Another thing is, all of this strength is going here because somebody done chopped a hole in there for some zoomies, okay? I think we're just going to plate that on the inside. Had some funky mount on the outside, and it's like fusion welded, and there's no way I'm getting these ugly plates off. Otherwise, I just cut that all out, put a nice square piece in, and blend it in like nothing ever happened. But man, I'd have that frame completely destroyed if I tried to get these plates off. So we're going to live with them. So yeah, we'll put this in, run some supports up to here, and then we're going to step back and gawk at it and imagine how it's going to fail.
I can hear heavy breathing following me.
Did you just run the mile? What's the huffing and puffing about? Okay, we've got that boogered in there. Before I go ahead and put these stems in there, I think I'm gonna try to patch these holes up here. Measured up a couple 4.5 by 7s. That's a little piece of Alice Chalmers. I think. Or was it a case? I don't know. Old tractor.
It's freaking thick.
Part to a sickle bar. Plenty good enough for what we're doing now. I just want to patch them up before I put them horizontals in there, and then I can't, you know, I want beautiful welds, you know, not them amateur looking ones.
It's not funny, girly. It's not funny.
All right, guys. Welcome to Fayette County Welding, lesson number 1. MIG force feed wire, MIG weld, easy stuff. See, this is what you're looking for here. You know, you got yourself a little Dreamweaver. You know, feel the heat radiating off of that as I just burn it to smithereens. Got the little fishing worm come up through here. Okay, here you got the fat worm. He's just laying right on top. He's catching some sun. He's not down in the middle. You know, got this little guy here that looks like maybe he's afraid and he's going real fast. And then you got the ever-loving WT Hex little grapes there.
That's a great story, love.
You might want to take a screenshot of that, okay? So maybe you can aim for these quality of welds someday. Maybe practice and look at this and just keep coming back, guys, till you get it looking like that. So we got that plugged on there, and we welded on the inside up around here. Not so much up in here because, well, nobody can see that for 1, and 2. I have to turn my head to look up in there. It's good enough, is what I'm trying to say. It's good enough. Pretty proud of that right there.
You should be, love.
Daggone, thank God it rained.
Rain, it's like a tsunami. I can go swimming in that.
My biscuits are just covered with butter. I was just kidding about the welds down here. We ran out of 25 thousandths wire, whatever, and I put a roll of half-used roll of 30 something on there. And well, on a cord it don't weld hot enough to burn the wire, so we get caterpillars. I'm not going to fix them. I know, I understand, but they should look better from now on. With the rain falling, I've been working on this because y'all couldn't hear me anyhow. So got a little bit of this done when nobody was looking. That'll keep the bumper from doing some of this. And cut a couple of these. We'll cut these up, put them on.
Oh, how cute.
Yep, and then we're going to get a fish mouth and a bunch of metal, I think. We'll fish mouth these, put them on, a couple down here. And there's nothing in there. And I don't like how that looks. So I think I'm going to make like a nice cool looking X brace. You know, like a race car or something. That's the plan. Yeah, buddy. Little rain knocked the dust off that, didn't it, sweet mama?
Heck yeah.
This is my dad's old truck. The only truck he Ever had that wasn't a piece of junk, and now I got it, and now it's junk. Thanks to me. But I think you guys might be seeing some of this here in the near future.
Oh yeah.
Plan to bring this one back to its former glory. It's a nice truck. It's only got 88,000 miles on it. 5.9 Magnum with a NV 4500 5-speed, 4-wheel disc brakes, 410 gears. It pushes all the buttons.
Well, hey, that's why you bought the parts truck, wasn't it?
I did. I bought a parts truck for it with a super nice cab, super nice doors. This front clip's really nice. This bed's really junk.
And you already used the frame that we nicely did up for the Hillman.
Yeah, I bought a frame for this because I wanted a nice clean one, and I wound up cutting it up for the Hillman because, well, we didn't have no money to buy a different one. So, yeah, we got frame work to do. Why did that come out here? It's a lot of work. I want to talk about more work.
It gets you from the work inside.
I'm kidding. That's Dad's truck, and I just we pulled it out of the building there, and it was real dirty, and I had to see it after the rain washed it off a little bit. Lots of memories with that one, guys.
We just got pipes and pieces and parts everywhere.
It brings back memories. This little piece of copper I got from back when I was in the building trades. Union iron worker. You can tell by my welds why I'm not an iron worker anymore. But
Yeah, right.
anyway, had me this little 2-inch thing for making handrail. Fish mouth on one side, 45 on the other. And well, this is 1 3/4 inch. That's, you know, we're not perfect around here. So yeah, all I ever did with this baby was just do some of this, you know, and then take the wafer wheel to it and trim her down to the line there. And this here was my, well, that was my cutoff, square cutoff thing. You know, if I wanted to cut her off square, wrap that around there, and that's what I'd do. I'd do that. Do that.
That's nifty little gadgets, honey.
Well, that's what that looks like when you cut it.
Choppy poo.
Yeah, well, with your eyes closed. That's what it's supposed to look like until you trim it up. Any of you guys got one of them fancy hole saw things that cuts, you know, set your angle and cut down? I figured one of them would be real nice, but I know that whole saw would be dead, like with the first cut. Man, it would just sit in the corner somewhere. That's why they call it a fish mouth, because it's like a frog. And that sits right there, and if you had a clean piece of pipe, you could just weld her up there real nice, you know.
Dang, honey, that looks perfect.
Ain't that pretty?
Yeah.
That was easy. Well, in order to destroy that beautiful fish mouth I just made, let me miscalculate my angle here. I'm going to go from that bar up to this one, and it looks like to the top side of this baby here, I need about 16 and 5/8. This be a little long, be a little tight, but then we got to cut it like this. So, many opportunities to blow up here. All right, that 16 and 5/8 was from this part of the fish mouth. So they're up here. Leave my tape measure wrong 3 times, mark once. Then, just take my little doodad. You can also do this with a $100 bill if you got a couple in your pocket. But I do not. I do not. So cardboard it is. So I need to do a little bit of something like this. Right here, it's going to come this way. See what I mean? Let's get that angle, the dangle right. Let's go do some of that. Something like that right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my. I think I done messed it up.
Like I said, time to mess it up. Yep, see what I did there? Totally ruined it, totally destroyed it.
Aww.
Totally blew it. So, another 45-minute fish mouth, and we'll try again. Well, we do it nice because we do it twice. Got a little better luck on the second one there. Got us about 10 1/4 to the center. A little 10 1/4 poo-poo here. It's already kind of lined up. Yep, something like that. Now all you guys in building trades, I'm going to try to do a little bit of pre-tension on this. You all know what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Maybe let her unfold a little bit.
Ooh.
And that way when the weight settles, it'll be
Tight.
Not really, but it's just something cool to talk about, you know?
It looked pretty
This
cool.
thing's all crooked, one side's higher than the other.
No.
We're just pretending to do stuff right. I'll just buzz that in and I'll go make another one and let you know what it looks like when it's done.
Boink.
Well, that's what that looks like after you do that.
That looks lovely, honey.
I'm thinking that maybe it'll take some of the stress off of this area here, you know, some linear. I don't know. I'm just, so it looks cool, you know, that's all that really matters. In terms of like being strong and stuff, I think we need a cross member, something in here. This
It's empty.
is empty. It's not looking good. So I'm thinking I might put an X brace up in here. Something like this, you know, something like that. Mostly because it looks cool.
You're not even gonna see it when the body's on.
Well, you know,
They give you peace of mind to sleep at night. I know.
I suppose. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just going to put an X brace in here and we'll call it good. Well, I did some fitting and grinding, made that work. Should have probably threw it in the garbage, but it fits okay. It's welded in there. Not even going to show you the welds. Might be eating or something, you know. But little fish mouth, first one. I think maybe we'll.
The little oopsie.
Yeah, this is the center of our X here, and this is the elevation that's at. So I did a guesstimate. I want to see how it looks when I cut it. That's all I'm saying. Let's see how we did. I feel lucky with this one.
Bet you looks Jim Dandy. Yeah, it looks fine to me.
Well, that's the best I can do with what I got. Doesn't look too awful bad, guys.
Looks like it hold a Rhinoceros.
Yep. Not many of y'all's from Pennsylvania anyhow, so you'll probably never see it up close. So we're going to pretend that it's really, really nice. And just have to take a word for it. All right, next dilemma. Hey, look what I found out in the truck. And I guess one's already cut with 90s on it, and it fits right in there. This here. And that one ain't far from it.
Jeez.
I mean, I'm lazy and all.
Sticks, honey, a bunch of sticks.
I might blaze them in there just because they already fit. And maybe take a little bit of wiggle jiggle out. I don't know. And we'll make her the 3-ton Henry J. Hey, speaking of, next thing is we got to get some shocks on the back of this thing, okay? You see what I'm looking at there? This fuel cell, it has to be back here behind the rear end, okay? And we got shackles to deal with here. We got to build brackets and stuff. We got shackles to contend with, so we're pretty limited to where we can put this fuel cell back here, okay? We're going to sink it below the floor in the car so that no more of this in the trunk. You know what I'm saying?
No more fumes for you,
No
huh,
more
mister?
fumes, hopefully, for us. So, with that being said, there's not much room to put any shocks back here, guys. Now, I know race car guys, dragsters, we're always in the back, okay? We're not going pro stock racing.
Anybody paying attention to you?
Probably no prep, none of that, no.
No cheerleaders in the bandstand.
I just don't want it to bounce into the ditch, you know, on these Dunbar roads. So I think it'll be fine if we put these shocks up front here. These are the old plates off the Henry J, the leaf spring plates. So what I'm thinking is, what if we mow these babies here down, about like that, and then we hide them up underneath the frame, okay, in there the whole way. And let's listen to the guzzler for a minute until she's done. Every time I pick up the phone, there she goes. And then after I cut these off here, what if I was to weld one of these in to connect the two, okay? And then use these for bolt-on tabs, drill holes down through here and bolt them, and be like a bolt-on, unbolt upper shock bracket.
Love cakes. You act like you got a lot of good drill bits.
Yeah, well, yeah, you got me there. Okay, so we got them. That would do the top. Now the bottom, thinking maybe we can chop these out. These come clear through this piece of channel here, Maybe if we knock the weld off of these and pull them out, and we weld them to the side of the shock plate, like so, sticking out. This way, I mean, like this, sticking out here, over here. And then this would be in there, and that would bolt to there, and bada boom, bada wings.
That looks snazzy.
All right, there's what I got right there, right yonder. Sit her on back about the same distance on both sides, so we'll. Don't want her all cattywampus or nothing, like everything else around here. You know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
You get the picture.
Well, if you ask a gal, I think it'll turn out just fine. It'll bounce me around in my seat.
Kind of like it. It's more F-150 than drag car, but it'll work. It'll work. Wanted this to be a bolt-in cross member, mostly because I don't want to lay on my back and try to weld this, because I can't weld standing up, let alone laying down. But I went ahead and scientifically measured, got them perfect. And now I think I'm going to put this up in here and put a tack on it. And then I'll take it apart, weld her solid, bolt her back in. Proud of me, sweet mama?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Got that torqued down by golly. Got that all torqued down. Even buzzed that them diagonals in there since they was already cut and ready to go. How lucky is that?
Boy, you're just whipping them out one at a time, aren't you?
Gone.
Left and
Okay,
right.
now got to make the bottom shock brackets, which is easy. And I got to cut the stuff so the fuel cell will sit down in. But I think that's going to have to wait for tomorrow because TV's calling. Yep.
Back spasm, wasn't it?
Yeah, back spasm.
Figured.
Another day, another debacle. Now it is around here. Off camera, I hooked up the lower shock mounts and got all the shocks done up. And I chopped these here off to fit the fuel cell down in there. So fuel cell's ready to go whenever the body's back on the frame. Then we can set the height of the fuel cell. I guess that's all I got to brag about right now. Doesn't sound like we did a whole lot, but hey, I did get struck in the face with a piece of metal in the eyeball.
And that's a lot of welding and grinding now.
Yep. But hey, how's it look? It kind of looks like...
Pretty safe.
Yeah, Dick Landy, Herb McCandless looking...
Jacob's ladder.
Something like that. Yeah. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is we can pretty much call this structurally fine. The paint job it's going to get is exactly what's on it now, because we're not going to paint it because I want it to rust and look old.
Oh, there ain't a problem there.
Yeah, stuff rusts around here pretty quick. We're going to go ahead and start running some brakes now. That way when we flop the body on it, we already have brakes. First off, I guess, look what we got from Amazon, something new.
Oh, it's like a big diamond ring.
Yeah, we didn't even have to make it. Okay. Sweet mama, will you marry me?
Absolutely, with that big thing.
Yeah, this is just a limiter to keep us from going in. I already got one so it doesn't go that way welded on there. This one will just keep her from flopping back and forth, basically. Yeah, see guys, what that does is if this tranny was ever out, I could take this off and pull this pedal assembly out. If I welded something on there, well, it'd be in there till kingdom come, you know?
That's why you're the building man in here.
Mm-hmm.
Shucks.
Work harder, not smarter, right? All right, now we've got to fit the master cylinder for the final time. I think we need to do a little bit of clearancing on it, so I'm going to get after that. Yeah, I think the bottom of the master cylinder is rubbing the lower angle of this C-channel down here. I don't want to tighten that up on a bind and bust it, you know what I'm saying? It feels a little tighter now. Ain't like it's rickety in there, you know, she's nice and tight now. So I think we're good.
So what you're saying is you think you did it right.
I think we're glad we did that.
Little Peter and Cottontail out there playing. You see him?
I do not.
Oh, I think we got two of them. Oh, and they're so tiny, honey. How could you look at them? They're right by the trailer.
That makes me hungry.
What? What kind of person are you, mister? Have you no heart? Bet you they taste like chicken.
Yeah, I got a stomach too. All right, everybody. We've got that mounted up now. Thing with these Mopar master cylinders, I don't know if everybody's the same, but I know these are. they got a little piece of rubber that goes in there. That's why we use this rod with that indent in it. And that goes in there. And that shows in that master cylinder, and it, good luck getting it back out once it's in there. If this thing should come out at the end of that while you're driving and you push the brakes, it wouldn't be in there no more, and you'd be woo-hooey, you know, coming down the mountain. So final assembly, we're going to go ahead and throw it in there now.
Let me see the goods. Let me see how it works.
It's in there. Let's ring this here one up here.
You and all your brilliant ideas.
I'm bolting up this, you know. That's how we do this. Just like that. Shoot! This is easy.
Don't you love it when a car comes together? Tell me all about it. What's your situation?
All right. Well, hey, this is what came with this frame. Okay. I guess it's stock S10 crap. I don't know. Is this disc brake? Is this drum brake? I don't know. It's got 4 disc brakes on it. This is what they had on it. Probably didn't have no brakes, but we're gonna put the same crap back on here. It's got one outlet that's massive that goes to the rear. It's one outlet that's tiny that goes to the front. You tell me. I don't know. I'm gonna put it on the way they had it. If we got the fittings, then we're just gonna hope for the best. We don't have anything around here that has brakes on anyway.
I'm gonna say it's not top heavy and it's very heavy in the rear end.
Yeah, so we're gonna take this proportional valve off of here, ditch this, probably break this off here, ditch that, and we got some of these. These are residual brake valves. We got these off the Amazon for a couple bucks a piece. What these do is whenever your calipers are higher than your master cylinder, your fluid tends to come back out and go towards the master cylinder, raising the level, and you kind of lose your brake pedal because all your fluid drained back out. So this is just like a one-way valve. I don't know if you got to put one on each wheel cylinder or caliper, or just one for the front, one for the back. Since we're cheap and poor, we just opted for 2 instead of 4, you know? So
We're very rich,
in
honey.
there. We just have to get jammed in there too somehow, okay? Somehow.
You don't
Rusty
like it
crap
anyway.
right off of here. If it survives being torn apart, I say it's good enough to take us $1.50 down a quarter mile, you know? Looky, look.
I'm sure you'll go about at least 60.
Get this eye poker out of here first of all.
You're gonna keep it, right?
Oh. You know what a smart guy would do? He'd just get on the internet and order a brand new one of these proportional valve for disc brakes, and he'd wire it up and he'd be good. No,
Why would that make him a smart guy? A smart guy uses what he got, honey.
because he wouldn't have to rip his hair out trying to figure out why he ain't got brakes when all he uses is junk and nothing works, and you wonder which part's failing you. Wonder which part.
Guess if that's the way of explaining why men go bald, then okay. I follow you.
Well, I suppose that's as good a place as any to put that. I was hoping to keep it below the master cylinder, but I've been dragging the dirt, you know, if I did that. So, I'm not going to trim no bracket. I'm not going to grind no rust. I'm just going to weld it right on there.
Oh, jeez.
The shame of my game.
Get back where you get burnt. Stop looking at that. Stop looking at that. Stop looking at that. Can't look at that. Stop it. Quit looking at it. Go somewhere else. Yeah, I'm gonna put your muffs on you. You knocked my drink over. How dare you? Oh, how dare you?
Skeeter bites. All right, here's what this looks like so far, a couple minutes in. So far, we've been lucky and we've been like jerking little pieces out of the garbage and out of the burn pile and stuff and using them up. I do have a roll of new stuff, but not that much. So we'll try to save on that, use up the little pieces as usual.
Nothing goes to waste is what you're
Probably
saying.
get stink bugs and dirt daubers and stuff in them. But yeah, this is where I put that at. It's a little higher than the master cylinder. So I put the old 2-pound residual valves in between them. I don't know what I'm doing.
You didn't read Google or anything?
No, these things come from that other country, so they don't come with any directions nor nothing, you know. So we're just going to hope for the best. I seriously doubt this is a disc brake proportional valve, but it was on this thing before, so we're We're going to trust whoever did it.
Many months later.
Just like that, guys. Got the brake lines ran. I know y'all know what it looks like to bend and twist and flare brake lines. So 3 days later, here we are. We got all the brake lines ran. Got the residual brake line valves here installed. The GM proportion valve. We did a little bit of whodunit, what you do back there. The front, we took the splitter off from the S10 and we put the Henry J splitter on there with the brake light switch sensor hickey-do in there. Ran the brake line down through the frame here because, well, there's just too much going on in here, you know. The body's going to be sitting pretty much flat to the top of the frame, and we got all this stuff, so we just kept it out of harm's way, put it down in the frame where it can rust in a couple weeks and blow out. We must have did like 30 flares or so. So
I'm surprised you had all the connectors.
well, we had to cut some out of old lines and whatnot, but you know, half of them's going to leak. They always do. So I can't wait for that. I think what I want to do though is I didn't bench bleed this thing. And that's something you really want to do when you put a new master cylinder in. So I think what I want to do, call me crazy, call me a weirdo, but I think I want to try to bench bleed the master cylinder and the proportion valves. Anybody ever done that out there? Is that possible?
Oh, you're a weirdo, all right.
Is that like
I wouldn't even think about doing that.
get all that?
One's enough.
I think I'm going to have trouble bleeding this thing right here.
I think you'd be able to just push the pedal and go straight through and everything be smooth. It's all
Well,
fresh
you
and
know,
new.
Little House on the Prairie, stuff like that happens, sweet mama, but not here at Hustle House, okay? Never. Nah, I'm kidding. You know how it is around here. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back brake line, go into the rear, or no, yeah, the back brake line, which goes to the front. And I think I'm going to put one of these in here and down in the reservoir, and I'm going to take the front brake line, which goes to the back, pull it out of there and put it in there, and then fill it up with fluid and just pump my little heart's desire, and just until there's no more bubbles in there. It's got to work, right?
That sounds logical.
Yeah. Probably ain't going to work. I do remember one of these one of these calipers sticking, and I couldn't turn the wheel. Remember, we beat it with a hammer and hit it with a torch and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that that's going to stick again, but
You gave it an attitude and it didn't adjust at all.
I know. But hey, just so there ain't no brake fluid dripping out, it can be locked up. You know, I'll still call it a victory.
Exactly.
Tighten, fitting.
That looks like a whole lot of spaghetti, honey.
Yep, see there? And then you just put her down in there. You see, clear down to the bottom.
Ah,
Something like that.
I gotcha.
Then this one, you do the same thing. You know, but it's got to be tight though. It just can't be loose like that no more. Okay. That's about hillbilly as it gets right there, sweet mama.
I think it looks good, honey.
What do you think, guys? Is that going to work? Anybody ever try that?
Heck
I don't
yeah,
know.
it's gonna work.
Listen, I know these can be a pain to bleed out. There is a little hickey doodle I think you can screw into the end of this for that plunger, because the plunger screws you up sometimes. And I seen them on the Amazon, but I didn't buy one. Had it in the cart, but never got it. Things like $3.
$3 and you passed it up.
I think there was a 2-pack for $6 or something like that, but just never pulled the trigger. Anyway, we're going to rough it because we ain't got $3. Okay. Gulp, 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 gulp. Sound like Chevelle over here drinking. Probably should fill this about up. You got to make sure that your hoses stay submerged, the tips of them. On account it'll suck air if you don't, and then, you know,
Then
you're
you
trying to
sound
get
like-
the air out, not put it in.
Then you sound like a milkshake drinking through a straw. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I don't want to sound like a big head, but you're trying to get the air out. So you don't put no more in it, you know? I'm kidding, y'all. You all know the story. You just bleed it, pump it until there's more air bubbles. And the reason I'm doing this, I'm being kind of anal about it, is because, like, I've bench bled one time, and it took me like 15 minutes to get all the air out of it. Okay, I read on the paper, for the first time in my life, I read the paper about bench bleeding, and it said this might take a very long time. So I just kept on
didn't believe 'em?
in the vise, and yeah, well, hey, they made a believer out of me, because it took about 15 minutes to pump all the air until I quit seeing air bubbles. And now, the way this thing is, this pedal doesn't have a lot of travel, okay? So I'd like to make dang sure there's no air at all in this system, so we got a nice pedal, you know? So it's not like this far away from the floor. Then I'll be scared to take it on any heels or anything, you know? I want a nice pedal. So we're going out of the way. Ooh.
It's kind of satisfying.
You like that?
Yeah, I kind of do. So basically, you're just going to sit there and keep doing the same thing as if someone was sitting there pedaling that thing?
Same thing. Or if you had it in a vise.
Wouldn't it be easier to do it the other way?
Well, the thing is, the floor is like right here on this thing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
And the seats are on top of the
fluid.
floor.
Okay, yeah.
So I can't really see it. I could probably painstakingly get some fluid down in there, but to see if all the air is out, I can't get my eyeball
Gotcha.
to hook up around there. Well, that was quick. We had a leak on one of our residual brake valves that came from, well, I don't want to say where it came from, but came from China!
Better bleep that out.
Yeah, this is cracked. So it is. So I don't have one anywhere in this building. Despite how organized it is, I can't find one. So we're going to try to make it to the purchase store so we can try to make it back just in time to shut the doors and go home. So, all right, let me tell you how that went. This being from that other side of the pond, whatever the thread this is, it's not 1/8 inch pipe, not 1/4 inch pipe. I don't know what it is. Something from Atlantis or maybe Area 51 or Roswell. I don't know, Kecksburg, somewhere. I can't find a fitting fit. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'll just delete that altogether. Turns out this one's leaking all over the place too, you know. So residual brake valves, what do we need them for? Maybe we'll have to pump brake cups time. Got to pump the brakes 50 times in the Galaxy and 10 times in the GTX. So we're no stranger to pumping the brakes before we smash into the guy in front of us. So it's just how it's going to have to be, because I ain't playing with these no more. We're all sealed up, ready to go. We've got the master cylinder full of used brake fluid that we took from the junkyard. I guess we can start pumping and dumping. Ready, sweet mama?
Sure.
Okay. Ooh, that's tight. I think it's going to break.
Maybe you heat it up?
I think I'm going to have to heat this one up. Dang it. Put it off the bat.
Is that your finger?
Daggone.
Thought your thumb was smoking.
Anybody else struggle like this? You know, with every little thing they do?
You end up ripping her clean off there.
And break it plumb off, is what I'm going to do.
All right.
Nope. 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 Oh, that's nice and hot. That's good. Nope.
Still move.
Until then, nope, a nope, a nope, a nope, definitely nope, a nope, nope.
Get some action, honey.
Looky.
You're the king of the world.
There can't be a seal left in that caliper. Been through like 12 heat cycles. Caught the brake line on fire twice. So, hey, we got this out, right?
Yeah, that was the mission.
Yep. The thread socket in the garbage just melted too. All righty. Well, I got new bleeders, but nothing naturally to match that. Look at that baby. She about twigged plumb off of there.
Why does that look like it's something big for a freaking truck or something?
Well,
Those are huge.
it's heavy duty, you know. But I unplugged it and I'm going to wind her back in there and break the top of it off. You know?
What?
It's already broke.
Remember, you're the next man.
And they full, we put it back in there. But here I go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Someone let loose.
Looks like back when Granny used to chew on the Ralph snuff, remember? Stuff in the chrome can and spit blacker than...
Little brown lines on their lips and
never
everything.
learned the other word. But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You're gonna break it.
Dang it.
Bring on the heat, baby!
Oh, suddenly it smells like bad breath, doesn't it?
You look like the Terminator.
Here we go. Nope. Back on. Stinks.
It's a whole lot of scorching going on.
Ooh.
Did you get it that time?
I
Oh,
think there's no seal left in there.
Looks like a lot of hard work there, love. That looks nice. Might have to get that.
Hey, brake fluid boiling in there?
I still see some. Well, if I don't see any, I know where to find it.
I think it's probably leaking here, right here.
Yeah, it was dry.
Was it dry?
Yeah, you already touched it once, and I didn't see nothing. Now I do.
Okay, we're toward her down again. This is
Probably putting air all through the whole system.
wet too. Dang it. Yep, that's tight.
You sure?
Real tight.
You said that the first time. I ain't got much to push down here. It's too hard and tight.
It's good. That's a good thing. Okay, hold it down there, sweet mama. Ooh.
Did you get something?
It's got to hold down on her now.
I'm trying. I'm
Push.
pushing.
Push.
I'm pushing.
Push. Push and hold.
She's just a little thirsty.
Every time you turn the phone on, the guzzler has to be there. Guzzling.
Well, can't open a can of root beer, love.
Strong thunder, heavy rain. Maybe got brakes. Except they don't unbrake. Okay. This one was locked up before. I gotta try to release this brake here.
So basically, it's like a long, big, tight hug. It just wants to hold on.
Yeah, don't want to let her go. Don't want to let her go.
Why don't you just spray some stuff on there?
I'm gonna do what I say. That's why. Somebody help me.
Woo! It's raining cats and kitties out there, honey. Maybe some puppies too.
I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. Oh, I still got a boat in it. My bad.
That's my man.
Moly.
Gonna hurt something.
Something's about to give. Ugh. There we go. I can feel it moving now.
Are you done playing around?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Put that in there now. Looky. Oh, that fell clear out. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Well, can't have one brake held up without another one froze up too. Not kidding.
It's not as fun if you ain't got a partner.
Maybe if we could just do this instead of taking the whole thing off. Probably bust the tip right off of this pry bar and then stick me right in the face.
And so daggone old is probably gonna break.
Yeah. Ooh. Failure. My thought is if this thing cycles a couple times, it might free itself up. She's pausy, but...
One of them's like, I don't want to be.
Okay, well, I'm going to call the brakes done.
Woo!
Hot dog! All right, well, while we're here and everything's up close and personal, I figured we'll go ahead and throw the hot wire on the battery. Look at that monstrosity right there. Buddy Wink gave this to us whenever we were doing the Hillman project. Thanks, Wink, buddy. We're putting her to good use now. So figure we'll just, the battery's going to be up in that corner. We'll just run her along here where it can get pinched and smashed or burnt, and we'll continue it up along the front of the rad support and up into the inner fender. And then we'll cut her to length as needed. So we will. Put the nut on the bolt now. Cross thread it. I don't know the rest of the words. All right, well, here's a project destined for failure, and I know it before you even try it. This thing has a kickdown linkage in it, like the passing gear, like the old torque flights and stuff.
Like the overdrives and the cool stuff.
Yeah, when you step her down, it'll kick down. Kick down, right. Now, I know back in the day, if you didn't hook that up on a torque flight, you was bound to burn it up, because that sets your line pressure when it, as per throttle position, okay? You don't want to leave that undone. Now, back in the day, we would sometimes find a sweet spot, pull it halfway back and tie it off and be done with it, but it still was not ideal. Now, this thing did come with all the bracketry to hook this thing up, but if you remember, our firewall is right up against the back of the head. So we don't really have any room for this menagerie to fit in there, okay? This used to go there, and I'm thinking that this went like this.
Oh, heck no.
Bolted to that, bolted to the back of the head, and there's a bracket here, which is right here, that bolted to the body or something.
I couldn't even stick my finger between the firewall and
There's
his back.
no, that's not happening, okay? That's not going in there. So what I need to do is try to figure a way to maybe duct that all up in here, where the head's, you know, underneath here in that void. I know it's mission impossible, but
The valley's not that deep.
yeah, the thing is, once this body's down on here, there's no room to get any fingers or toes or wrenches or nothing in here. So it's like I got one shot of trying to make some kind of bracket to go in there. If it works, awesome. If it don't, I tried, you know.
You'd have to tear the whole front body off again.
Well, if it don't work, I'll just leave it in there and unhook it. Let it rattle around, you know. But again, there's no way possible to try to make this work with the body on it. So I'll take a swing for the fences. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. All right. Ain't that glorious looking?
Don't look too bad.
Got in a little metal pile and got all these little dooflickies and hickey-doos and doodads. And, well, my buddy Larry Gorlitz gave us all these little dooflickies and doodads. I told him I'd use them someday. My thought is I'm gonna make this my bracket for all my stuff to sit on. You know, I'll whip this into shape, get her nice and square, weld it up, chop the excess off, make that nice and fancy. Okay, and then I got a muffler clamp here and some flat washers. I'll probably just set that down on there on my strap, and I'll set the elevation I want, and I'll weld the washers to the muffler clamp, and that way I can make whatever angle I need with it, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Simple.
I like how your brain works, honey.
I know you might think that's a factory DeSoto bracket, but it's not. No, I just now made that.
Looks original.
Does it not?
Yeah, you can totally get away with it.
Shit. Oh, is that hot? Daggone.
Did it even stick?
I don't know.
It's just waiting to fall back off.
Trying to do a hit and run there so I could hurry.
Isn't that still hot?
It's a little warm. I ain't gonna fib you. Fib you none.
You're gonna roast your sausages off.
Much like your bacon, the grease sizzles when you weld it too. And that'd be a shame if that didn't work, because that looks really nice. Really nice.
He looks professional.
Okay. This is all starting to come together now. You know? Got that little ball thing there. Who thought you would ever find one of them? I found one of them in the bleeders when we were bleeding brakes. And I stashed her right here so I knowed where it was at. Okay. Now this hickey-doo here goes on there. Then when you gas her, look at the action we got, sweet mama. Looky. Hot dog. Yep, guaranteed it's going to hit the firewall, but that's besides the point. All we got to do is just do this. We tried. Well, guys, that was a long fought battle there. That took way longer than it should have. But we did complete the frame, strengthen her up, feel good about the brakes, strength of the suspension, and it's all ready to drop the body back on. We figured we would have the body back on and the steering fixed in this video, but we're only a few minutes from that. But we're out of time for today. We have obligations tomorrow, so we're gonna have to cut it loose here. Appreciate everybody who's been watching this series. I know they get long and they get boring after a while, tired of seeing the same old stuff. But if you tune in next week, I think we'll just keep this thing just a cranking until we get the driver around the block, no matter how long it takes to get this video up. So until then, I guess keep the rubber side down, guys. Keep her out the ditches. See you next time. Where'd he go?
Where'd he go? Oh, no. Oh, I lose him. Is that his tail? There he is. There we go. Just a little guy. Give it a little drinky poo. Boing. Wow.
Impressive, didn't it?
It was pretty impressive. That was very satisfying. Woo! Close enough.
Back on. It was exhilarating.
There we go. There we go. Let it rain, baby. Oh, yeah. Aw. Dang it. What's a gal gotta do to get some flames around here?
It's like New Hades up in there.
That ain't hot. Yes, it is. Back on.
About your face hot.
What, it take like 8 hours to get that thing started?
We've been here all day.
Yeah, truckload of boxes, 5 gallon of gas, and we leave to go get ice cream and come back, and that's what we got. Maybe the neighbors felt bad for us. Came over and lit it for us after we were going. Maybe. I don't know.